Good morning. Today we start a chapter solutions, class 12 chemistry. It's a very important chapter for board exam, and this chapter is minimum the 5 marks is obtained by this chapter. Mainly the numerical portion are strong of this chapter is help to the students, and theoretical portions maybe the various types of formulas, laws, applications they are asked in this chapter. So first we start what are the solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. In class 12 we study about only the binary solutions. In a binary, the first one is the largest quantity known as a solvent and the lesser quantity known as solute. So we can divide the solutions three major types. First one is a gaseous solution. Gases all be three types, three categories. Second one is a liquid solutions, and third one is solid solutions. All these solutions are subcategory, three types. We take one example. In a gaseous solvent, when the gas particle is mixed, for example nitrogen, oxygen, air, so they consider as a gaseous solution. In a liquid solution, first one, in a liquid solution, when a gas particles are dissolved, for example oxygen dissolved in water, they consider as a liquid solutions. And solid solutions, in the previous classes you read about the alloys. Alloyed means in a solid solvent the solid solute is mixed, dissolved. For example copper dissolved in a gold, so they consider alloyed is a solid solutions. Now we start the numerical portions. Maximum the question are asked on directly formula based. So first formula is mass percentage. Mass percentage of component is equal to the mass of the component in the solution multiply by 100, then total mass of the solution. In a maximum cases they want to the mass percentage of a solute. In NCERT book, main exercise question 2.28, in text 2.1, in text 2.4, these are based on this directly on the formula. So we take the main exercise question number 2.28, calculate the mass percentage of aspirin in acetonitrile when 6.5 gram of aspirin is dissolved in 450 gram of acetonitrile. In the questions, so there are the mass of solvent 450 gram and the mass of solute 6.5 gram is given. We write mass of aspirin 6.5 gram, mass of acetonitrile 450 gram, and the total mass of the solution is equal to the solvent plus solute, means 450 plus 6.5, it is equal to 456.5 gram. Then mass percentage of aspirin solute is equal to the mass of aspirin means solute, it is 6.5, then multiply by 100 and divided by the total mass of the solution, it is 456.5, then answer is 1.424. Generally after the decimal you can take the 1 or 2 digit, it is. Then the next formula is molarity. Molarity always be denoted by the capital M. It is equal to the mole of solute and volume of solution in liter. So mole of solute, if we calculate, it is equal to the mass of solute divided by the molar mass of solute. In a maximum cases the value are given, but if the value are not given, so you can calculate easily. Third formula is molality denoted by the small m, and molarity is equal to the mole of solute divided by the mass of solvent in kilogram. So molality and molarity in a NCERT book in text 2.3 and question number in text 2.5 and main exercise 2.5, these are based on this formula. So we can solve the question 2.5 in main exercise. Question is a solution of glucose molar mass 180 gram per mole in water is leveled as 10% by mass. What will be the molality and molarity of the solution? Density of solution 1.2 gram per milliliter is given. So 10% by mass solution of glucose means that 10 gram of glucose is present in 100 gram of solution, means 90 gram of water. So mass of glucose is given 10 gram, moles of glucose is we calculate. So we write the mass of solute divided by the molecular mass, which is 180 gram. So it is the mole is 0.0556. Then molality is equal to mole of glucose multiplied by 100, then mass of water. So we put the value 0.556 multiplied by 100 and divided by the mass of solvent, means 90 gram. So we the answer is 0.618. Then the next is they want to mole of glucose 0.0556. Volume of solution is equal to always mass by density. So 100 divided by 1.20, it is 83.3 milliliter. Molarity, always mole of glucose multiply by 100, then divided by the volume of solution. So 0.0556 is the mole of glucose multiplied by 1000, and 83.3 is the volume of solution in liter is given. So the answer is 0.667 m. Student, main exercise question 2.8, 2.9 is totally based on this formula of molality and molarity. The next formula number 4 is mole fraction. Mole fraction always be 1, and if the two components are given, so we can calculate the mole value of each other, then we add. So these are always be 1. If you have seen the window, so mole fraction of a component, number of moles of the component divided by the total number of moles of all the components. For example, if solute are given, so mole fraction is so by the XA, Na is the mole of solute, Na plus N be the mole of solute plus mole of solvent. It's simply they are soluble. So our next segment is solubility of solid in a liquid. So student, there are two processes are run in this phenomena. If the solute dissolve in the solvent, so this phenomena is known as dissolution. They become into the solution. If the limit is crossed, means they become into the saturated solution, means solute is not dissolved in solvent. So they form the crystal. So another formula is in backward direction is gone, which is known as a crystallization. So these are two processes. If the solute is dissolved, so dissolution. If the solute is not dissolved, we form the crystal. So they are known as crystallization. So what are the factors that affecting the solubility of a solid in a liquid? Student, they depend on the first factor in nature of the solute and solvent. Every solute does not dissolve in a given liquid. Means the polar nature solute is dissolved in polar nature solvent, and non-polar is dissolved in non-polar nature. For example, ionic compounds are dissolved in water, and the organic compound which have non-polar nature are dissolved in non-polar. But they have some exception. For example, glucose, they are organic compound, but they are dissolved in water. But they are exception case only. For example, NaCl is an ionic compound. They dissolve in water, but they are not dissolved in benzene, because benzene has non-polar nature.